Mm, what's this button? This is a new button. Send to. Mm. Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing? What is going on? Country girl and sweetie. I like that name. Country girl. I'm a country girl and I'm a sweetie, man. So we're just going to give another 30, 60 seconds for people to join. Hello, Voiceless Sky. Voiceless Sky. So many great, great names. This is Papa Good. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Invite Erika Kano, 88, to go live. Welcome to Food Talk TV. Today, we're going to make a chaklan. How do you say it? How do you say chaklan? Chicken biryani. We're going to make chicken biryani. So a lot of you might know what biryani is. A lot of you might get it in the takeaways, in the restaurants, but it's not the real thing. What you get is a stir fry. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. If nobody joins, meaning I'm waiting for somebody. If it doesn't come, don't worry about it. I'll just crack on. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me turn this volume up just in case somebody does come. Pin your goal so more viewers can notice. No thanks. So what we're going to do, the best way to make chicken biryani. So let me explain, if people are on, what chicken biryani, difference between chicken biryani and pilau. Now pilau, what we do is we cook the meat and the rice together. Bit like paella, bit like when you cook a little bit of a meat or a fish and you make a little risotto or you make a paella, and all the juices are absorbed by the rice. Now what biryani is layered. So what we're going to do is we're going to layer the biryani with the rice. So the rice I'm going to cook 60 to 70%, so about 3/4 cooked, and then the chicken I'm going to fully cook. So what the best way to make chicken biryani is basically on the bone. So what happens is with the bone you get a little bit of that broth, and it flavors the rice. But I'm not going to do on the bone. I'm going to do boneless. So I've done some big chunks. So I've cut some big chunks, and what we will do, we will let's have a look. Is anybody is so and so on? Nobody's on. We'll get going. Let's just get going. So let me just show you this anyway. First of all, firstly, flip camera. I've got some water on the boil. So in this water, I'm going to add. I've got some bay leaf. I've got some black pepper, and I've got some cloves, and I've got some green cardamom. They're just going to go inside, and then in that I'm going to need some salt. And the salt volume, you just basically go with how much water you've put in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that for 5 minutes. Let's get this chicken going. Once the chicken is going, we will get cracking with the macking or the necking or the cracking. Which one do you need? Which one do you need? Who do you need? Oh, no, I don't need anybody. I was just thinking if Kaz was going to join. If Kaz is going to join, then that's fine. The other things in here, I'm going to introduce you to saffron. So we've got some fresh saffron here. And basically what we do with saffron, I soak a little bit. You can either soak it in water or milk. Here I've done for milk and water mixed together. And you can see it's got a little saffrony kind of a yellowy color. And we're going to throw that on top. After that, that'll be fine. So that's beautiful saffron. So first we're going to start with the chicken masala. Oh, the other thing I did off camera, I fried some onions. So fried onions. So this will come in handy in a little bit. I'll show you why. This will help with the layers. the biryani I'm going to do is like a lasagna. I'm going to layer it. So you're going to have chicken, rice, and then we're going to seal it, and we're going to let that cook off. So let's get cracking with some onions. So I need a couple of onions first. How is things over there? How is the weather? What is happening? Any tornadoes to report? Any crap to report? Thank you very much for the likes. Very kind. I know everybody can hear me because the music is low and I have a microphone on. Thank you very much, Lori. Oh, Lori, raining in New York. It's been raining here. We've had, probably not as bad as you guys, but we've had some kind of like, not a tornado, some bad weather front. And it's affected Ireland and it's affected Scotland. Lots of flooding. But here we seem to be okay at the moment. It's been wet and windy, but it's been okay. Hello there, Lori, Central California, sunny. Oh, happy mustarding in the house. Mustard Queen in the house. How you doing, Mustard Queen? So I'm going to just chop some onions very quickly, and I will get going with the masala. And I will turn the camera, don't worry, you don't have to see me all the way through. Nobody wants to see my pocket of muggings. Howdy! Oh, you missed, I put some peppercorns in the rice and in the water. You missed it! Don't worry, we'll have another look in a bit. So here, I've tried to prep as many things as possible. So let me just get rid of this because I need this now. I need this. So I'm just going to turn this. If you bear with me, we will get there. There is Kaz. Hi Kaz, man. How you doing, dude? What's happening, man? Right. So let's get cracking with the biryani. So we're just going to heat this up a little bit. Oh, I've moved this here. Oh, God. Don't worry, guys. You think you get used to it. I mean, you try parking cooking when you got a cake stand in the way. Right, not cake stand, cake camera stand. That is for cakes. Right, in this, I'm going to put some cumin seeds. Couple of black cardamoms and a couple of green cardamoms, well, about 3. And that should do that. And now we can leave the camera here and you can see what the fuck is going on. So we're just going to heat that up for a bit. We're going to go in with a little bit of ghee and a little bit of mustard oil. So just a bit of ghee there. Look, can you see? There's the ghee. And just going to top this up with a little bit of mustard oil. You can use any oil that you like. So I'm going to time, obviously the water is boiling there. I've got some rice that has been soaking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the water out of this rice now in preparation for cooking this rice. We're going to cook this rice about 3/4. I like to say 70%. I suppose 70%. 66.6 reoccurring is about, okay, never mind. Math's not my strong point. Ironically. So I've just sieved the excess water out of here. And I'll just leave the rice there and we'll get ready in a bit. But I want to get this chicken started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Right. If I miss anybody's comments, my apologies in advance, man. Get your ghee game on. That's the way I would come in, but he's doing great. It's not a problem, Kaz. I was giving you the benefit of the fuck and doubts, but don't worry about it. You got to give Kaz, the man, benefit of the doubts. Kaz has made no frets today. I can do what the fuck I want, and that's exactly what I'm going to fuck and do. I'm going to do what I want, when I want, because I'm fucking perfect. As you can see, look, it's because he's perfect. Right, onions in. Let's get these fried up. fried. Don't forget we got some fried onions as well. So we're not going to caramelize these completely, but we are going to fry them off. Okay, Santa Rose, very kind, very kind, very kind. Thank you very much for the likes in advance. I know I have done puck all yet, but we're just getting puck started, like we said, like the song. So anybody got any questions thus far? So what I've done is I've got to put my normal masalas, which I'll talk you through. But in here, I've roasted and grinded some black cardamom, some green cardamom, a little bit cumin seed. This is going to enhance the pakana flavor of the rice. Although I put some whole spices in there, this is going to give that little bit enhancement. And what we'll do, I'm going to fry the chicken, cook the chicken, sorry, do the rice, and I'm going to get another pot, and I'm going to build the biryani in the pot and show you how we do biryani and what the difference. Anybody got any questions of biryani versus pilau or biryani versus what you get in the restaurants? Now, what you'll get in the restaurant, this is what you'll get. Let me just show myself, and then you can see, because I like to be a little bit descriptive, you know. So obviously in a restaurant, hello, let me put this here. Oh, teri pandi hut. Oh, that's better. You see me now. So in a restaurant, takeaway, obviously they're not going to make this kind of biryani like fresh for you. So what they'll have the rice already cooked. Then they'll have the chicken, like boiled chicken or the boiled lamb or whatever. Then they'll get a wok or a frying pan. Usually it's a wok. What they'll do is you order a biryani, they'll put some oil in there, they'll put some ginger, garlic in there, etc. They'll throw the chicken or throw some spices, they'll give it a stir fry. It's kind of like the spices are cooked a bit. Then they'll get the rice in a bowl, they put it in the microwave for a minute, and then they throw the rice on top, and then they'll go stir fry it. That's not biryani, that's fried rice, but that's the biryani you're going to kind of get in the restaurants and takeaways. It's not biryani, it's called fried rice. This is going to biryani. So biryani, all you need to remember, biryani is layered. So you can have one layer, you can have like on the bone chicken. You cook the chicken to about 60-70%. You cook the rice to about 70%. And then what you do is you lay the rice on top, the fried onions, the saffron, etc. And then you seal it and let it cook for about 15 minutes, and it finishes off cooking. And there you have biryani. Pilau is the rice and the chicken or the meat cooked together from raw rice. And then the rice, while it absorbs the water, it absorbs the stock, and you get the flavor in the rice, and the rice usually becomes brown because of the spices and the meat, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the rice now, because if I don't time it right, it's not a problem. I can take the rice out and put it in a bowl when it gets about 70%, and I'll add it later. So I'm going to go in with this rice right now. Where is my pakana? Oh, I know what I did with that. I need that. Fuck, need it. Right, where's my tissue? Tissue wicked. Oh, this is not pakana. This is like planning for a pakana disaster. I have to wash this now. One second. Let me just wash this, please. So, by the way, this could all go miserably wrong, because I have been away all week for work. You know, work. People have to work. And I've been away all week, and I'm staying in a Pakistan hotel. And the only thing I've cooked is toast, because obviously breakfast included, but they have this machine where you put the slice of bread inside and the toast comes out. Never comes out right, does it? You have to put it in bucket twice. You know, the conveyor belt. You put the toast in and it goes, zee, and then people fucking waiting. So, can I put my toast in? Fucking put your toast in. Anyway, you never get fucking proper toast. It's just fucking half-baked bread. It's not right. But don't worry. After 2 days, I got it sorted. I put it in once, let it drop, and then you flick it halfway. You flick the toast in halfway, and then you get proper toast. I'm very clever like that. But it's the only thing I've cooked. I've cooked no food. So this could all go miserably wrong because I've forgotten how to fuck and cook. You will be toast if you don't get cracking. I'm fucking trying. The wood is not fucking burning properly. Right, let's get this rice in. Rice going in. Let's get some rice on, man. Waste not, fucking want or not. If there's any bits left, you just get a little bit of water, catch it, go like this, swivel it round, and push the bastard in. So that's fine. So let's get that back to the boil. Yeah, man. So we'll let that cook. And we'll get cracking with this now. Let's turn this up a notch. Let's go in with some stuff. What the? Flick toast. Flick toast. It's got a fucking ring to it, doesn't it? Flick toast. I want a bit of flick toast, mate. We got a flick toast, please. What the fuck's that? Like you flick it like that, man. You flick it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Try next door, bastard. Okay, apologies to anybody that sat down, with their kids. This is like over 18s. Maybe I didn't do the settings over 18s. I'm not too sure. I can't fucking remember. Maybe it's automatic. I'm not sure. But either way, seems to be okay. Started to get off track, but is Ashton doing okay? So that's never off track. Asking for Ashton is never off track. She seems to be recovering very, very well. She's obviously on the group. We have like a group chats with all the amazing creators on foodtalktv.com, and so she's on there quite regular, keeping people up to date. But I personally haven't spoken to her for a long time, but I know she's doing really, really well considering. So this in here now, I'm putting some ginger, garlic and chili, which I blended earlier, and I'm saving this. I've got some lamb chops to make as well. So the reason I'm not making lamb chop now, it might take a little bit too long. I don't want to. I know you're always in a hurry, you guys. Hey, god damn, man, I'm having my waffles, man. Hurry up, man. Show me the fucking curry, man. Getting in the way of my waffles, man. Where's my bacon, man? Get my grits and my bacon, man. God damn, this guy, man. Anyway, thanks for the update. Yeah, thanks for asking. It's never, it's a great question. You never in anybody's way to ask a question like that. That's for Park and sure. Right. So these onions are nice like this. I'm going to go in with like I said, my chakan. I did big pieces of chicken. This is basically chicken leg. So I made nice big pieces. Normally, when I'm making biryani, I would make on the bone pieces. So you get, like, let's just say one chicken, and you get 12 to 14 pieces out of the chicken. That's what you'd make. Because it gives the rice a nice flavor. Looks like a lot of chicken, but don't worry, I'm going to layer it after. It will be fine. So we're going to give this a little fry. And I'm going to get some tomatoes. I've got some tomatoes anyway. So we'll give this a fly with the ginger. A fly? We'll give it some flies with the ginger garlic. And by the way, because of my mouth, if I miss anybody's comment, my apologies in advance. And if anybody is offended by any of the language, because obviously they're looking after their children, etc., my apologies again. It is what it fucking is, man. It is what it fucking is. There's nothing I can do about it. It just comes out. Tomato. You said tomato, I said tomato. Right. Let's get some tomatoes chopped up. So in here, this is the problem. What I need is, I need fresh mint. I don't have any Pakistan of French mint. So I'm going to put coriander. Usually I put coriander and fresh mint. I don't have any. There's so many ways you can make biryani. You can make dum biryani. If you go to one of my videos on @Yorkshire Indian on the TikToks, then you will see the Hyderabadi biryani, which is the dum biryani. So you can do that. There's so many things you can do for yourself. White Rose Rogan in house. Anybody see White Rose Rogan? He is actually a fellow Yorkshireman as well. And the white rose, the name in his white rose is the symbol for Yorkshire is a white rose. So when you have that dangerous place, we have another dangerous, very, very toxic place, very dark place that nobody really goes to. It's called Lancashire, and they have a red rose, but we have a white rose. So if anybody read history books and they see the War of the Roses, the War of the Roses is a historical battle between the Lancashire and the Yorkshire many, many moons ago. I think last Sunday. Happens all the time. They don't fucking like each other. So all I do is I keep checking the rice because obviously I want it to be 70%. You don't want it to be overcooked. I am cooking chicken as well. I think I'm doing grilled chicken sandwiches with avocado, man, and bacon. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. What sauce would you put on that? Mayonnaise? Sounds good, blood. Blood sounds good, blood. Right. And then don't forget, when I start doing this, I'm going to make a raita to go with it. But I've shown you different raitas before. I've shown you cucumber raita. This one I'm going to do a mixed raita. So here, raita is right, right. It's basically raita. R-A-I-T-A, raita. So how you pronounce it? Raita. What the fuck's he talking about me? Raita. So we say raita. It's a strange one. So let's go in with some of these tomatoes. Don't need to put too much tomato in here. Put a little bit. What the fuck happened? Something happened to me. Got caught on something. I don't know what I got caught on. Right. Rita, that's the one. You spelled it fucking correctly. Show you're not from Yorkshire as well. You spell fucking very well in Yorkshire. Language. Right, can you see that nice, fluffy, light chicken? You just want to seal it till it changes color. And then what we're going to do, look at it, fucking keep it all inside the pot if you can. Come on, rice. Don't overcook, bastard. Oh, yes. See, that rice is basically done. So I'm too quick with the rice and too slow with the fucking chicken. So let's get cracking with this now. Let's go in with this masala, extra masala that I put. Let's put some additionals. I'm going to put a little bit of haldi, which is turmeric, Kashmiri chili powder. Just one's fine, not too much. Garam masala, definite. Put 2 in there. Put half cumin and 1 coriander. Fuck it, 2 coriander. That'll do. And then we need some salt. Put some salt in there. A bit more for good luck. Right, let's get this. This. Obviously, cast iron. Try and use, if you can, try and use a glove or a cloth or something. I do my own stunts, so I should be okay. But just in case. Come on, cook. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this. So I'm just going to take my rice out of here. If you time it correctly, you can put the rice straight in the chicken, but I've timed it wrong, but this makes a difference. Just don't want this rice to overcook. Tell you what, get a strainer, it'll be easy, wouldn't it? Press the strainer. This on, make this, put that there. There we go. Just going to use a strainer 1 second. बस इतना ही जानू तुझ मेरा बता. Just put in a little bit of the, as they say, pasta water. Let that cook. Right, let me get this chicken, this rice water out so the rice doesn't overcook. Just draining it basically, so all the water is out. That's good. There, basically, there's the rice. Bum. Sorry if I missed your comments because I'm trying to do a 1 million part kind of things at the same time, and I'm only identify as a bastard. That's it. That's my only pronoun. You can also add complete and utter to that if you want. If you don't like me, if you like me, then my only pronoun bastard is more than enough for you. So right. 3 more minutes with that. Let's get some coriander chopped up, please. Can I have some coriander, man? Have you got any coriander? Who's got coriander? Who wants coriander at this time? I'm going to go in with a bit of yogurt. Coriander? Where'd you get coriander from, mate? Anybody got any cilantro? Cilantro! I forgot. USA audience. USA! 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 Yeah, man! We call it cilantro, man. We say coriander. In Hindi, we say dhania. Dhania. Dhania, dhania. You can say dhania in Punjabi, but we say dhania. Dhania is coriander. Right, so let that cook. We're nearly there. I'm just going to get some coriander to build. So let's get that. Tujh mein rab dikhta hai. Alexa, next song, bastard. What you doing to me? I can't fucking hear any music. You know I can't function. Alexa, play music. Alexa, play music. Bastard, I'll fucking switch you off, throw you in the fucking bin. If you don't play music, but hurry up. Alexa, Alexa, play some songs, please. You jumped up, little bastard. Right, so I'll get this going now. Let's get this chicken. This chicken's going. Right, I'm happy with this. So let me move this out of the way. I'm running out of room, bastard. What the fuck? Running out of room, man. That can go there. That can go here. Ay, did he? Oh, actually, I'll do that. Do this here. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this like very similar to like pasta. Sorry, lasagna. So I'm going to do 2 layers. 2 layers should be okay. So I'm going to do, just add a little bit of ghee at the bottom. So you want to put this on a low heat now. So here we go. What you want to do is you want to leave a little gap in between that layer from the base, so nothing sticks or nothing burns. This won't burn, but just in case, you never know. So like that. Can you see that layer? I think you can see it. I think, is it high enough? Let me make this higher. Yes, you can see that. So now I'm going to go in with a layer of my 70% rice. Now, traditionally you just do 1 layer, but I'm doing 2 because obviously USA audience, you like layers and you like lasagna. So we'll do a nice layer there. So in this layer now, we're going to put some coriander. We're gonna go in with my. Once I can find it, man. I can't find it. I made some fried onions. So we're gonna do some lovely fried onions. Oh, look at that. Now you can get adventurous here. You can put some pomegranate seeds. You can put some chilies in there. You can whatever the fuck. You put some fucking bacon in there, bastard. It's up to you. It's your fucking dish. Put some there, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of my chicken. Can I have some more chicken in there, please? Yes, you can, sir. Yes, you can. God damn it, it's coming, man. You want some more chicken? You got it. Going with the rest of my chicken. And this is, trust me, trust, traditional biryani. Say it. Say it. Come on, everybody together. Ready? Don't say biryani, man. You say biryani. Say it faster. Biryani. Say biryani. So going with the rest of my rice. Oh, look at that. And this is on, by the way, on a low heat. And this rice with the moisture. This is why we don't overcook the rice. We just want to do about 70%. Oh, look at this. Now here's where the magic end parts. There's a couple of things you need to do. First thing we're going to do is the saffron, water, which I put water and milk. There goes the saffron. That gives it a lovely, lovely flavor, and lovely aromatic spices and color. You can also use kevra water, or you can put some rose water on here if you want. I'm just putting a little bit of ghee just in case this top rice dries out. We don't want it to dry out. This will keep a nice bit of moisture in there. I'm going to put the lid on, and then for the last 5 minutes, I'm going to use a cloth. I'll show you what I mean. So in there now with some coriander. What you're still looking at so far? Anybody looking like the look of it? Looking good. Look at that. Looks like a pot and a picture made. What the pot? What the fucking hell, mate? You fucking call Picasso, you cunt. What the fuck hell mean, mate? Fuck me, go to a fucking museum to see that. Fucking hell, mate. Right. So then goes the lid. And keep it on a low heat. Switch that bastard off, make it too much noise. Right. It's looking good, mate. It's alright, you know. It looks good, you know. All we need is 15 minutes and we are done. Actually, no, we're not done. We've got to do let me just do 5-minute questions, answers. What is 16:33? Fucking hell, I'm good with the times, man. Questions, answers, quickly. Lamb chops. I bet you're thinking, God damn, why didn't you make the lamb chops instead, man? Look at the fucking pickles of that. Oh, yes, please. Gonna make nice lamb chops. So I might actually, I don't know, let's see. I might actually do a separate live. Let's see how it goes. So we're just going to seal this. Now, what we would do with this, I would do dum, usually dum. Dum means pressure. So you'd basically vac seal it. You'd get some dough and you'd wrap dough all the way around the rim, push that down, and it would seal it so air cannot escape. Steam cannot escape, and it all stays in, and it really gives it a nice finish. But what I'm going to do here, 10 minutes, and then I'm going to use a cloth on the lid, and this absorbs the rest of the steam, and then we'll check it out. Steam it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do a quick, let me just take this down. I can't do it that way, can I? I've got to do it this way. But you can see Pakal, are you? Well, I want to see Pakal, sorry, should I say. Right. There we go. So we're going to do now, we're going to do some raita. And this goes really nice with the biryani. So I'll show you this. This coriander I'm going to use later anyway. Right. Raita, red onion. Give me a red onion, please. There's my bowl. we're just going to dice this. Nice and easy. No need to show off. You will lose a finger like me. Don't ever lose a finger. So we're just going to dice this nice and easy. It's not competition. So we're going with that. There's the onion. Yeah, are you cooking the lamb chops? Not right now. I'm going to start it after I finish the biryani, because what it is, last week I kind of run over, and it went to about hour and a half, and some people attention span is not so good, so I'm going to do the lamb chops later. I'm going to cook them in pressure cooker and finish it nice and easy. Now I need some cucumber, which is cucumber. As you can see, wrapped in plastic. So let's have a look. Oh, enough. There goes the cucumbers. So we're just going to go in with three things: cucumbers, red onion, and a tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato. So we're going to just nicely dice these again. We don't need too much tomato. And obviously last time I made a cucumber raita, which is basically I grated the cucumber, squeezed all the moisture out, and then added the yogurt. Now the only thing I don't have with this raita is I don't have mint, but it doesn't make a difference because I've got cilantro. So a little bit cilantro, a little bit salt. And then we'll go in with some coriander powder. If you want to make it a little bit spicy, you can, but it's like a soothing. If the biryani is spicy, this helps soothe it down and calm the spices down. This is what's there. So coriander powder, little bit garam masala, not too much. Now I'm going to put a little bit of chili because I'm talking shit. Always going to put chili inside there. Yogurt. God dang, where do you get yogurt from, man? Where's the yogurt from? Yogurt. Right, okay, 3 more minutes with the biryani, then I'm going to put the cover on, the tolia towel tie. Look how simple this was. Look. Could do with a little bit more yogurt, which I'm going to put more in. We have some more. We got loads of it, man. We got loads of yogurt. We got yogurt coming out of the houses, man. There's loads of it. Look at it. Look, that's where I live. Look, Yorkshire, Longley Farm, Yorkshire. Natural yogurt, whole milk. So basically you need a tub of yogurt. Obviously the other yogurt wasn't a full tub because I used some of it already. Oh, that's a lovely yogurt. It really is nice. Give it a mix. Thank you very much for the likes. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking part. Thank you for not getting offended. There we go. Look. Beautiful raita. That's going to really calm and soothe any of those extra spices that you may have. It's going to calm any of them spices down. So that, people think, oh, I need water, I need this. No, just go for a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of milk, and that will help you. with any spices. But don't forget, if you make any of my dishes, then you're in charge of the spices. You don't have to put lots and lots. You could put half, try it out. Didn't work. Try again. Put some more spices. Spices. Anybody got any questions while I'm here? I've got another 3 minutes. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. Okay. So there's a kapra cloth. You see? Now you can use foil, but I'm going to use a cloth. So I'm going to do this very, very fast. Put the cloth like this. Hold this. And then just put the cloth like this. Make sure it's sealed. And that will absorb any of the extra steam. Let me put this in here, because this needs washing. Oh. Somebody want to come wash up? You're more than welcome. I will feed you. So anyway, it's got 5 minutes now on that. Anybody got any questions? You got any questions? Questions and answer. Questions and answer slot. Okay, first question, please. No? No questions. Guys, did I miss any comments? If I missed any comments, my apologies in advance. I don't really give. I mean, I didn't see the comments. So if you got any questions, fire away. You could think. Could be anything. Could be related to anything. It doesn't have to be about food. Where did you learn to cook? I learned to cook. I don't know. You see what I did there? I wasn't trying to embarrass you. When I learned to cook, basically just watch. 2 eyes. And trying. So mainly at home. And also in the restaurant trade. When I was a student, I used to work in many, many restaurants. I worked part-time in like brasseries, continental style, Italian style, Indian restaurants. I've worked in all kinds of restaurants, and I just watch and get to know the chefs and just watch, ask questions. And then obviously I went into the restaurant trade myself, and I learned a lot from that, because chefs, they do let you down sometimes, so you've got to take over. I'll volunteer to watch if you're feeding me. Absolutely. Come down, Ford. Hurry up. You got 4 minutes left before I put this rice out. Let me get the rice. This is a good, in every Indian home, this little apparatus, that's for the rice. Scoopy scoop, scoopy scoop, scoopy scoop, scoopy scoop, scoopy scoop. So I'm going to give it another 3 minutes. I'm going to switch this off, and then I'm going to leave it, and then I'm going to show you. I didn't see the chicken cut up. What part of the chicken was it? This was a whole boneless thighs. And what I did was I made large pieces out of those. Cleaned it up. Obviously took a little bit any of the fat. I cleaned it up. But really, ideally, if I made this, it would be on the bone. What is your favorite food, cook and eat? Favorite food, cook and eat? I made last week, actually, my favorite dish is my jeera chicken, which was a cumin chicken wings. I love that. And I also made nihari, the two of my favorites. I love those. I do love that. I couldn't book a flight in time. Oh, never mind. Next time, if you do it, you'll be here by 4 o'clock next week. So it's not 4 o'clock your time. It's, I don't know what time it is, 11 o'clock. Some places 10 o'clock, some places 11 o'clock. So we will see. So any more questions before we actually do the big reveal? We need to reveal it, please. Can you reveal it now? I'm hungry. God damn it, my waffles are finished, man. The waffles are finished, man. I'm just going to put this on here. Move this. Like I said, don't be grabbing cast iron with your bare hands on stunts. And the reason I moved it to here is just for the benefit of the camera. And what I'll do is I'll get a plate. Let me find a good, sensible plate that I can show you. Can I show you? That plate will do nicely. And I will show you. I can come over. I'm in UK. Hello, Bella Bops. Hurry up, man. 11:44. In New York. Jeera chicken wings. We never seen them last week. Oh my God, they were so good. They were just so good. They were so Moorish. They were cooked to perfection. But you did see them, because I had about 4 or 5 in front of you. I kept eating. I should have only had 1. I had fucking 5. Why don't you want the steam in the chicken dish? In the chicken dish, it just absorbs. It just absorbs extra steam. So basically, you don't want the rice to dry out too much. I'll show you what. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. You can leave this now. You can hear that. Listen. Can you hear that? Still cooking away underneath. So I'm just going to do a fast one here and just show you how we will take the biryani out. What you do is you get a spatula like this, and this is basically how you do it. Look at that perfect rice. A little bit of moisture there with the chicken still there. And that's how we do it. It's a layered rice. It's not mixed. So what you'll do is in the restaurants, takeaways, what you'll see all the brown rice, because what they do is they stir fry it. So imagine the chicken was there and the rice was there. Look. And what they do is in the restaurants, when they're in India, they scoop like this, get you like 4 or 5 on the bone pieces and throw it like this. And then you've got the rice and you've got the chicken separate. Then cooked to perfection. Thank you. I think it looks really, really good. It does look good. And then you've got some raita that you can put on top or you can put on side. There's a raita. Then you get your chopsticks. No, you don't get the chopsticks. Don't be silly. You get a spoon. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's let you know what it looks like. Let's film it first. Let's do close up. And there's the chicken side. That's right to the bottom. Can you see the bottom? Right to the bottom. Nothing stuck. Rice is good. Everything good. Take this off the heat. Move this to there. And then just the finished product. And now, in timely fashion, I'm going to give you. Oh, you know what it smells like? Whew. Smells amazing. Right, let's have a bit of the rice first. Remember, I only did 70% rice. Now, if I show you a grain or a couple of grains, it was 70%, like just before al dente, like 3/4 cooked, just before al dente. And now, look at the rice, fully cooked. Otherwise, if you did fully cooked rice in the biryani, then it would just overcook and it would clog up. All these rice, this is what you're after. You have the rice to be separate rice. So let me try the rice without the raita. Wow, the spice is just right. I'm getting the roasted spices that I roasted them and grinded them up. I'm getting that flavor, that Hyderabadi style. This is basmati rice. And there's the chicken, the big pieces. I've just cut that in half. And you want some substantial pieces. Anything too small, they might go a little bit too tight. They might overcook. So this is why we do on the bone. But like I said, because I didn't do on the bone, I still made them big. Man. And you think about it, that chicken was only in there 15 minutes before I added the rice. Leads 2-0 down, my God. 3-2. Wow, I'm missing it. Can't believe you're not watching it. Saffron there. Nice, delicate flavors. You don't want to overpower this rice. The flavor comes into the rice, but most of the flavor is in the chicken. And man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. So easy. Thank you, Casters back. Very kind. Oh. Now the raita, like I said, I put a bit of chili. You can do without the chili. Oh, I'm going to eat all this. I shouldn't really because I've got to eat tonight, but I've also got to do a bit of this tonight, so I might as well eat it. Oh man, so good. So while I'm still here eating in front of your face, while you're having your waffles, if anybody got any questions, cranberry juice, that's for sure. I've got loads of it. Can't wait. Anybody got any questions that may need answering, or any? Don't forget, follow Food Talk TV if you can. I'm also on TikTok as at Yorkshire Indian, or Yorkshire Indian, with the at just before it. And many of the creators, many of the recipes are available on foodtalktv.com. Oh, this is so good. You know, I woke up today and I was thinking, what shall I make? What shall I make? What shall I make? And this is a really good choice. A really good choice. You know, things that you haven't had for a while. Hey, buddies, great lad. Thank you, Cass. This I would never order in a restaurant or Indian restaurant in UK. I would never order it. The reason being is, like I said earlier on, if you missed it, it's basically a stir fry. It's not a biryani. They're not cooked together. It's cooked, well, mixed together in a wok. I'm going to make it so easy, little girl. If you've got the light spices, the technique, you can't really go wrong. Don't forget the rice, just before al dente, 3/4 cooked, I'd say 70%. So simple, traditional as well. This is how you do it. Do I like fried bread? Yeah, I like fried bread. We're having bhature tonight, actually, Indian fried bread. Having that with the lamb. I need to make the lamb. We're having that later. Anyway, I can't put the plate down. I can't put the plate down. It's so good. So much going on, although I didn't put that much in the pot. But there's so many flavors going on. You got, just that fried onion, just at the end there, because it's separate to the chicken. That fried onion give it its own little kickback. You got some of the peppercorns that have gone in. That really works. My mum used to use a lot of peppercorns for her biryani, and that gave me a little bit of a flashback, a little memory, because she never used to take the whole spices out. And I did for my kids. I used to take the whole spices out. But since I got older, I stopped doing it. A lot of the food from your childhood, when you eat things, it brings memories, brings back so many memories. I'm trying not to get emotional. How much does saffron cost? Quite cheap, actually. That much. How many gram was this? It's probably about 1 gram. 1 gram. £2. £2 sterling. So I would say $3.20, something like that. $3.40, something like that. My mum taught me well, but I wish I could sit with her and pay attention. I never used to pay attention. Super cheap, and it's really high quality because it's a good company. This number two, one was £1.99 and one was £2, and I just thought this would be a better company. And I got this. I can't read the damn thing. Especially packed for PB. What does it say at the back? Guaranteed, free from any alcoholic or animal matter. I fucking hope not. The saffron is the finest, and amongst the neat, I can read. It's just you can see the size of it. Amongst the most renowned in the world. It is known for its rich yellow colour, incomparable flavour, and delicate fragrance. Could have worded that better myself. I'd have written it a bit bigger though. I mean, the thing is, even when people have dived into this and taken all the meat out and the chicken out, you're left with a bit of the rice. And the rice the next day. Have it cold. I mean, out of the two, my favourite is pilau. The reason I love pilau, are you doing the lamb on live? I think I've got guests arriving. So they know that I'm doing a live because we're going to come a little bit earlier. So they know I'm doing a live for Food Talk. So I told them to come after 5. I don't want to be doing a live and then they come. I haven't seen them for a while, so I'm just going to enjoy with them. I love pilau rice, but when I say pilau, excuse me, pilau is the rice cooked together with the meat. So the meat from raw, basically. It's all cooked together, and you add the rice raw. You don't cook the rice before, like I did 70% for this. And what happens is when that meat's cooking away and it's stewing and you add the water, you get like a broth. And then you add the raw rice, and the rice starts activating and basically starts looking for moisture. Why rice fluffs up is because it absorbs any moisture that's around it. And it absorbs the broth, the flavour of the meat or the flavour of the chicken. And you get a much more pungent flavour, much more aromatic flavour with the pilau. It's a bit like, how do I describe making a paella? You make a paella with saffron or the flavours. That rice absorbs all the flavour. And that's basically how to describe it. Whereas this rice, because I cooked it 70%, it doesn't really absorb that much more. It takes in a bit, but not that much more. So it's separate to the meat. Oh, wow. And look, how much did that eat? I'm so fat. I'm so fat, and I'll pick that in front of you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I apologise. Talking with my mouth full. Oh, this is so good. I think I'll just say I never made any biryani. I said, what? No, I didn't make biryani. No, I'll save some. I love that. I know you just watch me eat. I just watch me pig out. I straight pigged out because I'm a complete and utter fat bastard. But at the same time, it kind of shows you what have I left there. I've left a large cardamom. I've left a clove. And how you actually eat rice. Some of you won't like this. You eat with your fingers. And then you push in with your thumb. Oh, fat! I need to do 50 press-ups now. 50 star jumps. I need to go for a run. And I'll be back. So thank you very much. I'm away again next week. So I'll be cooking toast all week. I won't do a live on the toast because I'll be in a hotel and, you know, somebody might complain. But it's usually in the morning. You'll all be in bed anyway. So it's probably like 6:30 I have brekkie, 7 o'clock in the morning. So you'll all be fast asleep. And you don't want a live on me cooking toast. Flipped toast, by the way. So toast live. No toast live. No, because I've been in a hotel and I've perfected this toast making machine, this conveyor belt. I think you missed the story early on, Kaz. I have that I love this t-shirt, but I like this one. Yeah! You know when you score a goal and you go, that's what I'm doing. Yeah! Jimmy! Yeah! USA! 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 US! Are you calling me? Are you crazy? Goodbye. God bless. Thank you very much. Oh, Devagdi Shah. Sorry you missed it. Next week, same time. Goodbye.